this is parabola. We are having, this is the example under it. This y squared minus y minus 2x plus 19 equals to 0. So we are using completing the square root method to solve the equation. So we are having y squared minus 6y minus 2x plus 19 equals to 0. So this is what we are using. This is what we are solving for. So you are going to have y squared minus open bracket 1 over 2 close bracket open bracket 6y then 2x plus 19 equals to 0. The reason why I put 1 over 2 in completing the square root method, if you are solving, your half will divide what? Your 6y. Then you are going to have y minus this, cancel this. Then you are going to have 3 close bracket raised to power 2 minus 2x plus 19 equals to 0. This you have y minus 3 close bracket raised to power 2. This is how I come about this. You have y squared, then you are going to say 1 over 2. We divide this, then we give you this 3. So we move on. So that,
sir, what of if the question is 2y squared minus 6s? Are we still going to use that half to cut the coefficient of y squared and the coefficient of y?
Yes. First, they won't give you, you won't come across 2y squared, because in parabola you will come across it. But if it is in quadratic equation, you will come across it. So if there is 2y squared in the question, you can still solve it the same thing. Do you understand?
So which means the 2
will multiply the 2.
The 2 will divide the 2. Okay.
So we are going to have, now you are having y minus 3 close bracket square minus 2x plus 19 equals to 0. So note, y minus 3 square, this minus here, this minus will come outside, is a constant, always constant. This minus will come outside. Why this 2 will come outside, open bracket raised to power 2. Always take note that if you are solving completing the square root method, minus is what? Constant. Why the what? The 2 is what? We constant. Anything you have here, if it is 4, will appear here. If it is 5, will appear here. So do you understand? So you are going to have 3 close bracket square. You are going to have plus 19 minus 2x. The reason why I'm bringing this 19 here is because they are having the same number. There is no alphabet between them. So equals to 0. Then you are going to have y minus 3 square minus 9. 3 raised to power 2 is what? Minus 9 plus 19 minus 2x equals to 0. So we want to move forward. So our minus 9 plus 19 will give us what? Will give us
10.
10. So we are going to have y minus 3 plus 10
Square.
plus 10 minus 2x equals to 0. Why did I have minus 10? The reason why is that
Plus 10.
why did I have plus 10? The reason why is that it's just like this. When you have 10 minus 9, sorry, 19 minus 9 is also the same thing as what? Plus 10. So you're having minus 19 plus 10. You are owing me, I'm owing you minus.
You wrote 9.
Minus.
Okay.
I'm owing you minus 9. So I give you 19 naira. So how much are you giving me back as change? You are giving me what? Plus
10.
Plus 10. That is the reason why I write what? Plus 10 here. So we are moving forward. So we are going to collect like terms for this. So collect sorry, we are moving this to the what? To the right hand side. This is our right hand side. So y minus 3 square, this minus 2x coming to the right hand side, we change to what? Plus 2x. Then if this 10 is coming to the right hand side too, we change to what? Minus 10. So now we are having y minus 3 close bracket 2 equals to 2x minus what? 10. Then what am I going to do? So 2 is common. We are going to say y minus 3 square equals to 2, close your bracket back, then x minus what? 5. Then you have y minus 3, s minus 5. What are you going to do? Represent this one as what? Your y. Represent this one as your what? Your x. Then your y is what? Your y is what? Y minus 3. Your y minus 3 equals to 0. It's also the same thing as what? Y equals to what? 3. If this 3 come to this your right hand side, we change to what? Plus. The same thing applies to this minus 5. So you are going to have your x equals to what? 0. So you are going to have x equals to what? Plus 5. So we continue. Our y will represent our what? Everything here. Our x will represent everything in this bracket. So you are going to have y square equals to 2x. So do we understand? Our y will represent y minus 3 in the bracket. Our x will represent x minus 5 in the bracket. That's why we have y square equals to 2x. Then our general formula is y square equals to 4ax. Then we move up to get our a. So we are going to equate, or we say we substitute y square in what? Y square. So the value of this y square is what? 2x. Then we are going to say 2x equals to 4ax. You divide both sides by what? By 4x. By 4x. That means you are going to have 4ax over 4x equals to 2x over 4x. Then this cancel this cancel this, so you are going to have a equals to 1 over what? 2. Our a equals to what? 1 over 2. So our x, we already have our x and we already have our y. So we are going to say our x and y is what? Our x is 5, while our y is what? 3. Do we understand? Yes. So we are going to solve for false. And the general formula for this is a plus what? X equals to 0. That's all. A plus s equals to 0. That's all. Then how are we going to come about this? So our a is what? 1. We are solving for f. Our a is what? 1 over what? 2. What is our x? Our x is 5. Then over what? 1. Our 5 is having what? Over 1. Then the LCM of what? 2 and 1 is what? 2. Is 2. Then we are going to have f equals to 2. 2 into 1. 1 times 1 plus 2 in 1, 2. 2 times 5. That means we are going to have 1 times 1, 1 plus 2 times 5 is what? 10 over what? 2. Our f is what? 11 over 2. So if we are solving for directrix, we are solving for directrix, we are going to have, just this is our f. Our f is equals to what? 11 over 2. So we are going to say our f is also the same as what? F is what? 11 over 2. What is our y? Our y is what? 3. Then if you are solving for directrix, our directrix is also the same thing as, the formula is open bracket x plus a, then your y. S plus a. Then the second directrix formula too. You are having minus x plus a. You are having x minus a. Y. So you are going to have d equals to d equals to our x is what? 5 plus 1 over 2. Then our y is what? 3. So equals to this, the LCM is what? 2. So 2 in this, you are going to have 2 times 5 plus 1, 3. So our d is also as what? 11 over 2, 3. Then to solve for x minus a is also the same thing. You are putting minus in there. We are going to have d equals to x minus a y